What's going on, everybody? Today I have a cool tool for you to identify whether you have a good deal or not on a stock and know when it's a good time to get in and get out of a certain play. So sit back, take some notes, and let's get into it. Alright, today we're going to talk about the RSI. The RSI is known for the Relative Strength Index and is a technical indicator used in financial markets, usually to measure the strength of a price action that's occurring. So what do I mean by that? The stock tends to move in a zigzag pattern. However, there's sometimes it may move down really hard, really fast, and people might think it's a great flash sale, might think it's a quick deal. So they'll buy that dip and they'll pop up and they'll collect that little profit. Sometimes on the longer term charts, you can find these moves and you can find potential reversals that actually turn out to be great swing trades. So let me draw it in and let me show you exactly what we're talking about. To draw it in, you want to go to Edit Studies right here. I'm going to click on RSI. I'm going to add it, click OK. So the RSI is right here. We have a level at 30 and a level at 70. What this means is when this little gray line breaks under 30, that tells us the stock has been oversold and buyers need to come in and take this deal. On the contrary, the exact opposite, when it breaks above 70, it tells people, maybe this stock's a little overvalued and we shouldn't get in right now. So you can utilize this for two ways: when to get in a trade, or when to determine that it's not a good idea to get in a trade. Because you can have the RSI in the middle, but everything else in your technical analysis might tell you that's a good deal. For example, the SP 500 right here, strong support around the 380 line right here. But as you can see, we didn't quite get down to 30, but we got darn close, right? We got really close. As you can see, it found support and it kept going up. But if you're a little more on the conservative side, you can use the RSI on the long-term chart to really give yourself a trading edge. So I'm going to go to a ticker that I think would work, and that's going to be Delta Airlines. So the first thing we want to do before we look at the RSI, let's go ahead and draw support and resistance lines. We have a video on this on the YouTube channel. If you haven't seen that already, go ahead and check that one out. So I see one right here, and I see one roughly actually where it's at right here. Wow, this is perfect. All right, because you see we had a nice little support right here, and we almost touched it right here. We're not quite there. We have a good resistance at 37.50 though. So let's see here. The RSI right here is actually already broke down below 30, and the fact that it did that at a major support line tells me that this is a great point for a reversal, especially on the long-term chart. RSIs are very, very powerful on the long-term chart, and this is where you need to pay attention to them for swing trades. So you could have sold some puts right here, and you could be profiting on the bull side right here. You actually see when it touched, actually came back and rebounded 1.44% today, so that's a really good one. But if we go down to the 20-day 1-hour chart, you can see that we actually touched it once here, here, and here. So this is something you want to be wary of. You want to keep an eye out for when you break below on the 20-day 1-hour, as well as the year-to-day. You really want to pay attention to the year-to-day more than anything. If it breaks below in the year-to-day, that's telling you it's getting ready to be bought. So you can utilize this, combine it with a support or resistance line to figure out if it's a good time to get in. Vice versa, if it starts to get to the top side right here, which it did right here, you need to be looking for an exit point because it did break through that resistance line, right? Because right here it was a resistance line. It did break through it, and it found support for a little while, but eventually it came toppling back down. So we want to use these as entry points, and we want to make sure we're still utilizing our support and resistance lines as targets, okay? So I hope this video helped you out. If you enjoyed this one, check out the other videos we have where we talk about other indicators. We talk about how to read option flow. We talk about what the Greeks are in options as well. We also have awesome tools on TradeUI where you can use that site to give yourself a trading edge and develop an awesome watch list. We also have a Discord you can check out. All these links are in the description below, so click on that link, check out the trial, see if it's made for you. If it's not made for you, we understand. However, if you know somebody that might benefit from it, go ahead and share this video with them. If you haven't already, go ahead and like and subscribe. It really helps the channel out. And put some comments in on what kind of feedback we need from y'all to understand what kind of videos we want to make. Because if we make those videos, we'll have phenomenal content for you. Guys, I'm going to end it here.